All right, let's talk about something that drives us all crazy, waking up tired. Today, we are going to completely tear down the biggest myth about sleep, and I'm going to give you a new way of thinking about it that could honestly change your mornings, your energy, your entire day. Let's jump in.
So first things first, let's just go right after the golden rule we've all had drilled into our heads. You've got to get 8 hours. But is that really true for everyone? Or is it just a number we repeat without even thinking about it? What if the real secret to waking up full of energy has nothing to do with hitting that magic number 8?
You know this feeling, right? It is so frustrating. You do everything you're supposed to, you go to bed early, you clock a full 9 hours, and you wake up feeling like a zombie, just foggy and groggy. But then, on another night, maybe you only get 6 hours, and somehow you pop out of bed feeling amazing, totally ready to go. What is going on there?
And this is the absolute key to the whole thing. The goal isn't just to stack more hours of sleep. It's about making the hours you do get count. We have to make a huge shift in our thinking, from quantity to quality. It is all about sleeping smarter, not longer.
And that brings us to the big reveal, the core idea behind this entire system. To sleep smarter, you have to stop thinking about sleep in hours. You got to start using a totally different way to measure it.
And that new unit of measurement? It's the sleep cycle. See, when you're asleep, your brain and body aren't running on a 60-minute clock like we do when we're awake. Nope. They operate in these repeating 90-minute blocks. And during each one, you move through all the essential stages of sleep, from light to deep and even into REM.
This right here, this is the number you need to remember. 90 minutes. Just burn that into your brain. It's the fundamental building block of a great night's sleep. Literally everything we're about to talk about is built on this one powerful number.
So, why is this so important? Well, think about it. Waking up in the middle of a deep sleep cycle feels awful, right? It's like being violently shaken awake in the middle of a movie. Your brain isn't ready for it, and that's where that terrible, foggy feeling comes from. But if your alarm goes off at the end of a cycle, when you're naturally in a much lighter stage of sleep, waking up feels almost effortless. It's all about finishing the cycle.
So how do we actually use this? This isn't just some interesting theory. It's a clear, almost mathematical way to plan your sleep so you get the most energy possible. We're about to turn your bedtime into a science.
So I want you to just forget about 8 hours. That number doesn't matter anymore. Your new targets are all multiples of 90 minutes. You might find you feel incredible on 7.5 hours, that's 5 complete cycles, or maybe 6 hours. 4 perfect cycles is your personal sweet spot. You could honestly feel better on 4.5 hours than you would on a groggy 7.
Here's exactly how to do it. You just work backward from your wake-up time. So let's say you have to be up at 6 a.m. sharp. If you want 5 full sleep cycles, you need to be asleep by 10:30 p.m. Or maybe you're having a later night? Okay, aim for midnight, and you'll still get 4 complete cycles in. No more guessing.
Now, to make this system really work, there are 2 rules that are they're non-negotiable. The first one is all about consistency. Your body has an internal clock, your circadian rhythm, and it loves routine. So pick a wake-up time and stick to it. And yes, I mean even on the weekends. This trains your body to know when to wake up, which makes it so much easier. And the second rule is to be smart about how you adjust. Please, do not jump from sleeping 9 hours a night down to 6 overnight. That's just a recipe for disaster. It's a shock to your system. Instead, you just want to ease into it. Shave off maybe 15 or 20 minutes each week. That gives your body plenty of time to adapt without feeling exhausted.
Okay, so getting the timing right is huge. It's probably half the battle. But the other half is reinforcing that perfect schedule with really powerful daily habits. These are the routines that send clear signals to your body that it's time to power down for the night or that it's time to fire up for the day.
Your night routine is like a pre-flight checklist for getting amazing sleep. That blue light from your phone or TV, it's tricking your brain into thinking it's still daytime. You got to shut it down. A cool, dark room tells your body to start making melatonin, the sleep hormone. And, of course, avoiding a big meal lets your body rest instead of digest. This isn't about being restrictive. It's about creating the absolute perfect environment for restorative sleep.
And then there's the morning. Let's be clear, the snooze button is not your friend. It's your enemy. All it does is give you fragmented, useless sleep. So instead, the second that alarm goes off, you sit up. Immediately. Then get some sunlight on your face if you can, It shuts down that melatonin production. A little splash of cold water is a great jolt to your system. And just moving your body for a couple of minutes gets the blood flowing. That's it. That's your 4-step plan to kill grogginess for good.
You know, when you really get these routines down, you're doing more than just improving your sleep. You're actually adopting a mindset. It's a disciplined approach that you see over and over again with high performers in every field.
People at the top of their game, they get it. They understand that energy is their single most valuable resource, and they don't just leave it up to chance. They know that focus, clarity, creativity, it all comes from quality rest. They build these disciplined routines because they don't see sleep as just downtime. They see it as a strategic weapon for recovery and performance. To them, oversleeping isn't a luxury, it's a waste of their potential.
Okay, now before we wrap this all up, I have to pause for a second because this is really, really important. This system is incredibly powerful, but it is not a one-size-fits-all magic bullet. It is not for everyone.
Seriously, if you're a teenager, your brain is still growing like crazy. It needs more sleep, not less. If you're sick or recovering from something, your body's #1 job is to heal, and that takes extra rest. And if you're already running on fumes and totally sleep deprived, the goal is to get healthy first, not cut back even more. The most important rule of all is simple. You have to listen to your body.
Because really, this whole philosophy just boils down to one simple, powerful shift in how you think. This was never about just sleeping less. It's about wasting less of your precious life being tired. The goal isn't just to get more hours in your day. It's to have way more energy in the hours you have. It's about mastering your nights so you can absolutely own your days.